Oh my God, guys. Here we are. It's the 215 boys. Usually we're on Wednesday night, hopefully with a lot of promise. But here we are, Sunday night, after watching this bullshit team, Dallas Cowboys, play Tampa Bay. My name is Paul Spencer. I'm with TOP Tower of Power. If you're not surprised, I'm not out cutting a tree down right now. I'm in amazement too. But Matt,
It's too
enough is
late.
enough. Enough is enough. What the hell was going on? What did we see?
Um, you're looking at it. Nothing.
Wow. Matt,
Embarrassment. We
I don't.
forgot. Yeah,
Go ahead.
we forgot how to play football.
We had a big concern coming in with the offensive line, Matt. I give credit to the offensive line. Terrence Steele, yeah, he had 3 penalties, but Tyler Smith played his ass off tonight. I mean, 1 penalty, that was it. But against, excuse me, against the defense that Tampa Bay had, my God, I give him credit, Matt. But let's talk about this. The offensive line produced a little bit, but where the hell was Dak Prescott? Where was he at? 14
Um,
for 29, 134 yards, and a pick. What the hell?
Throwing behind receivers, overthrowing, uh, not getting rid of the ball, not moving his feet.
It, it was so embarrassing, Matt. I mean, he had time out there. You have 3 wide receivers down there, and you're staring down your number one wide receiver. I don't know. You can tell who the number one receiver was out there. If it was Noah Brown on one play, Dak just turned left and looked and looked and looked. And how many times did he throw into triple coverage tonight? I can't even count that
Multiple.
high. I can't even count that high, Matt.
That's all he threw in was double or triple coverage.
It was
Never
embarrassing.
a one on one.
Never, never. And then finally, when Rush comes in, he throws a deep ball to Semi Fiaco. At least he tries to throw a deep ball. Ours, 5 yards, 7 yards, little swing passes. Yeah, that might work, but when you throw behind your wide receiver, it don't look good, man. It don't.
No,
Just
embarrassment.
like it was 4 minutes ago before he hurt his damn hand. That one where he rolls out, and he didn't roll out all night tonight, Matt. When did he ever roll out tonight? Was it the ankle injury? What the hell happened?
I mean, it has to be the ankle. And now we're talking about a thumb. He's going to be out. He probably broke it. He's probably going to be out. Now we got to rely on Cooper Rush.
Hey, well, you know what? Maybe he can at least he'll come in and throw a deep ball and look maybe with more than one wide receiver out there. Rob Hefner checks in. What the hell, guys? I expected a better game. That's an understatement, Rob. That's an understatement right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't expect this. We expected maybe a close game, but my God, when you put up 3 points, it's embarrassing. Like that last play where he rolled out, he finally rolled out, and Noah Brown was wide open. He had 20 to 30 yards in front of him, clear green grass, and Dak throws behind him. What the hell was that?
Wide open.
It,
And then it's like you're looking, thinking he's going to actually do something.
yes, it's a complete embarrassment. I mean, I'm looking at the stats here, Matt, and actually, you know what? We'll bring them up here because these stats right here are just. Now Zeke had 46 yards in the first half, Matt. Almost after the first quarter, he had 46 yards. After that, he gets 6 yards for the second half. Where was Dak running the ball? 2 for 11. Pollard, 6 runs, 8 yards, Matt. What the hell was that? What is that?
And Zeke actually looked healthy. He was running hard. He was
Yes.
making shit happen. And
Mm-hmm.
then you go away from it. What happened to the running him for solid plays like he's running, strong? Why don't
And
you follow with a solid fucking
I agree.
play action?
And that's the thing to me. Like in the first quarter, okay, we're talking in the group chat. I'm like, okay, this is the Zeke we've been waiting for. He's running the ball. He's pounding the ball. He's not running east-west. He's going north and south, and he's
Right.
hitting the hole right on the right side. He had 30 yards in the first 3 runs off the right side. And then all of a sudden, we abandon that run. And what do? We go to the pass-happy offense again where now, Matt, we both coach. If your quarterback's not on, then you go to a different game plan. You go back to
Right.
that running game, do whatever you have to do. But this was just completely embarrassing, Matt. Completely. I mean,
I just felt like the entire time Kellen Moore was rushing to the pass, and then Dak was rushing.
yes, I agree.
He was just rushing to throw, rushing to get it out.
Hmm.
But he actually had some time in the pocket.
There was a couple
Or if he would
times,
have,
yeah.
or if he rolled out a little bit, he would have had time.
And that makes me think about it, Matt. We talked about, he blamed his new Jordans that he's wearing out there as his foot problem, Thursday when he left practice. Was
It's
there
an
something more that
excuse.
was there something more that we were not told? Because he
Right.
didn't run one damn time. That
He ran.
RPO was
He
there
ran.
all night long.
He ran once.
He
He
ran it
had.
once.
They ran. They ran the RPO with Turpin,
Hmm.
and he ran for what 7 yards.
Yeah, he had 2 carries for 11 yards tonight.
But
And
why aren't we doing that more?
that's what I
When you got
mean.
Turpin, he has wheels.
And that's what I didn't
Tony
get, Matt.
Pollard.
Yes, how many times did Tony Pollard coming on a jet sweep and to show you the eye candy? Okay, why didn't we run it off that? And then we have Zeke and Pollard in the backfield. And what makes me mad is, Matt, they talked about running split backs constantly. We've seen that tonight. But why the hell is Pollard in motion and doing a reverse around Zeke? That's not going to do
Right.
anything for you. If that's going to happen, then he becomes your lead blocker, and it's just a quick toss that side. We didn't do that. It was all eye candy. Kellen Moore is the eye candy coach that we don't want.
And then you have what's his face on the Bucks that sacked him twice.
What was it? I'm looking at it now. Let me
The
see.
middle linebacker.
Let me look at it. Devin
Barrett?
White. Devin White.
Devin White. White.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, him coming at Tony Pollard, and he's just not a blocking running back.
He's not.
If you have Zeke in there, he can run the ball right now,
Mm-hmm.
and he can block.
Mm-hmm.
But White the last sack, he literally threw Tony 5 yards to make his sack.
Yeah, it's
When
insane.
we were a motorized bicycle.
Let me turn this off real quick. Let me turn that off real quick. YouTube's telling me the Cowboys suck, and I know that already.
You haven't seen that. But what's frustrating is like at first, like watching the first drive, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, okay.
Yeah, right.
But then after that, it was 3 and out.
Yeah, it was
Three and
that
out.
bad. It was that bad. Like, you know what? I'm not going to blame the defense on this, Matt, because you know what? When you hold Brady to
They're
four
tired. One
four,
touchdown.
4 red zone appearances in the first half, and you hold him to 12 points, that tells you something right there. But I give credit to the defense. I really do. But as a defensive player, you're out there saying, like, dude, just Donovan Wilson, when he got that pick, I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. And I'm going over to the offense saying, now's your time. Let's go. We got you the ball back. Let's go. Let's get something here. What happens? A 3 and out, Matt. A 3 and out.
Yep.
It's embarrassing,
Frustrating.
man. It's embarrassing. Like, I give credit to Tyler Smith. 1 penalty, and he played great out there. He played great.
He had a solid performance tonight. I was really worried about him playing left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's at left tackle. But once Jason Peters comes in, he might have to go to right tackle.
Yeah, I think I don't know if he's ever played right. I probably think that he'll go back to left guard next to Peters. But let's talk about Steele. Oh my God!
It's terrible.
We lose Lil Collins, and that's 3 or 4 penalties a game. How many did Terrence Steele give up?
He had what? Half of our penalties at least.
Yeah, he had like two false starts and then 2 holdings that I seen definitely right there. And one of them was a clear first down where Pollard ran on the outside. He got 20 yards on that little swing. And of course, you see Pollard's face like, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. But
anytime we have a big play, there's always a penalty.
I wanted to come on here and be positive, Matt, but we keep our shit real no matter what. And it's just we were positive going in, but after this game, Matt, how do we feel? I mean, Dak might have broke his thumb, and our defense. I don't even want to talk about defense because Parsons, he balled out. The defense basically played everything. Diggs played a couple, great plays.
To only give up 1 touchdown against the Bucks.
Yeah,
I'm very happy, and it's going to happen. They were exhausted. They've been on the field most of the night. I'd love to see that stat. What are the time of possessions were?
Yeah, I took it off here, but I think just like in the group chat, we said, like when your defense out there, you're gassed. You're playing 70% of the possession time out there on defense. Yep. And when the offense goes 3 and out and sputters like that, that is the worst thing possible because they say, a good defense leads into a great offense and a great offense leads into a great defense. Well, we got a good defense, but where the hell is our offense tonight? It's that embarrassing, Matt. It's that embarrassing.
Yeah, and it comes down to we've talked, in previous shows that they have to play some type of preseason game.
Yeah.
If it's preseason two or the third game, I mean, especially with knowing that we don't have any wide receivers,
Hmm.
and half of the wide receivers we have never played with Dak.
Right.
So why wouldn't you at least play one series, one half, one quarter, anything in the last preseason game?
I agree. I mean, with preseason, yeah, you want to avoid injuries, but we knew our offensive line was bad. We knew that, number one. But when you lose Michael Gallup, you lose Amari Cooper, being
Yep.
traded. We lose Cedric Wilson. Okay, well, you know what? You know what? You have Noah Brown and CD Lamb. Washington got hurt. Of course, that's understandable. He got hurt. But then when you bring in these other wide receivers, Turpin, where the hell was he at tonight? A
Right.
speedster. He should be the guy in the backfield running those jet sweeps. You're
Yep.
not going to catch him once that defensive end contains. It's a mismatch. Did we run that? No. But just like you said, preseason, Matt, it's like playing 7-on-7 against your own damn team. That's all it is. And when you run preseason game, there's no continuity that you learned. Dak never threw to anyone except Lamb that he's thrown to before. And it showed maybe that's what it was, Matt, where he just looked at, I trust Lamb. Well, you got double team and triple coverage on Lamb. Look at your progression. Trust another guy out there. Trust Noah Brown. Trust, what was his name? Houston out there. But I don't get it, Matt. I clearly don't get it. Now, who do you blame this loss on the most?
I'll name three people I can
Mm-hmm.
I can blame this on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, which your number one is Mike McCarthy. He's the head coach.
Okay.
Comes down in discipline with the penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Two, Kellen Moore because it's terrible play calling,
Mm-hmm.
and not opening up the playbook. And three is Dak.
Yeah.
I mean, it falls on him, especially because there's been plays where we got wide receivers open. He's just not hitting them, overthrowing, underthrowing,
Mm-hmm.
throwing behind them. Was he nervous? I don't know. I mean, but all this stuff we heard all during OTAs, camp, that he's the best shape he's been, and he looks
Mm-hmm.
sharp, and I didn't see shit.
The funny thing, Matt, we keep everything real here. We always knock Jalen Hurts, that quarterback for the Eagles out there, who, underthrows ball. He has no accuracy. Well, I take that back, man. I take that back today because what we've seen today from Dak Prescott, I'll take Jalen Hurts right now. I really
Oh,
will.
absolutely.
We
Jalen
always,
Hurts has stepped out too,
yeah. I
and
mean, he's
I,
done his job. He's progressed.
that's going to be a powerful offense
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, and
But I mean, you could tell with them too. Like in the beginning, you could tell that they haven't played preseason together.
mm-hmm.
But after the first couple drives,
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah,
clicked in, and then Jalen Hurts started hitting. I mean, what do you have? A 40-yard dime pass to AJ Brown?
yeah, right down the side. Yeah, mm-hmm. And that's the thing, man.
They're
Like
rolling.
they made the adjustments. Okay, Detroit came right down. They scored. They looked great. Defense. Eagles defense came out. They look bad. The first set for the offense, they look bad. But you know what they did is they regrouped it, made
Right.
adjustments, and then what the hell happened? At least you can put up 38 points, and
Yep.
we drop a three bomb out there with what we
Yep.
have. We have the best quarterback in the division. We have possibly the best running back in the division. We have possibly a top three wide receiver out there, a top two tight end in Schultz, versus Goddard. What the hell did we do? We dropped almost a freaking egg out there, Matt. That's how bad it was. And the three
Yeah.
people I blame, number one, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to go a little bit reverse. I'm going to go Kellen Moore number one because he didn't open this up. He didn't give Dak the spread the field option. And number one, he took away Zeke Elliott, who had 49 yards in the first quarter and ended up
Yep.
with 56 for the whole game. Then I'm going after Dak. Then I'm going to McCarthy because to me, I don't know really who to blame, Matt. I'm just so pissed and frustrated right now. It's Rob says the Eagles D was horrible, gave up 35 points. I understand that, but listen, your offense proved something. Well, the defense on our side stepped up, but our offense can't do shit for us. That's how embarrassing it is for us. Matt, going into next week, we're not going to be in here long because I think I'm going to go cut a fucking tree down. I really do. I don't
I
care what
need
the
I
neighbors
need a chainsaw for that.
I'll send you one. I got 2 of them already. I got my backup ready to go. But Cincinnati next week, Matt.
You better get prepared.
Yeah.
Let me get your blades ready.
Mm-hmm.
Your fuel, your bar oil.
Well, Matt, look, usually I don't drink. Look, usually I don't drink a lot. Now, this right here, okay, this is my night tonight. 1800, and I even brought out the hard shit, the Japanese sake. So usually I wouldn't do this, Matt, but I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it live. I don't even care. This is like 4 shots. I don't care.
Attaboy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you need a chaser with that bad boy, huh?
Yeah, I think I do, but Matt, I think by next week I'm going to be in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Listen, we're talking about Cincinnati. Cincinnati lost to the Steelers today.
Right.
And that's look out, Cowboys.
I mean, you got Jamar Chase, you got Joe Mixon out there, you got T. Higgins out there, and just imagine, I mean, my last thing, Matt, we won't even do final thoughts today. I don't think we even need that because we already know what the hell we're going to say. But my thing is this, Matt. I even forgot what the hell I was going to say. I just drank that too fast. What the hell I was going to say? Oh, man.
About Cincinnati?
I think it was about Cincinnati.
All their star players?
Yeah, that as well. But I'll let you real quick because I got to think about what the hell I was going to say. That shit really hit my head.
Yeah. I bet. I mean, you got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mixon. And Mixon had a big game today, too. And they lost. But, yeah, I mean, T. Higgins I think he was injured a little bit, so I don't know about it. They still have Chase and Mixon. Joe Burrow can still go off at any time. It's week 1. He had a rough start, 4 interceptions. But they're coming back with fire under their ass, ready to take their first W in the season.
Oh, yeah, especially losing as 7-point favorites to Pittsburgh, at home. You make it to the AFC, the Super Bowl last year, and you get bounced in the first game. But here's the thing, Matt. What I was going to say is, what do we do with Gallup? Do we sit him till week 3? Do we sit Peters till week 3? And just, what? If Dak's hurt, do we ride with Cooper? Or if he's not, 80%, what do we do? Because obviously we ain't going to do the right things. We're not going to run the damn ball like we should have tonight because it was working tonight because you got to keep the defense balanced, And it was just insane. Like, I hate the eye candy that Kellen Moore shows out there. Why show you window dressing if you're not going to, dress up and go to the party? Like, it pisses me off to no extent. It really does.
I mean, we have to watch or see if Dak's out injured, and then I'll actually we'll find out before our show Wednesday.
Right.
So I'll give you an accurate thought off of that.
Yeah.
But if he's hurt, tank.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I mean, hell, it's kind of bad.
I don't even think we have to tank, to be honest. I think we're going to tank regardless.
We could play all out there and just still end up in the top 3 in the lottery coming up next year, Matt. That's how bad we are.
I mean, we're going to be competing with like the Jets for last place this year.
I hope we don't play the Jets again this year because they'll whip our ass again this year. I mean, you look at the division, and we all talk shit about the Giants. We all talk shit about the Commanders. Well, we knew the Eagles should have won a little bit better today. A win is a win. We know that. When you look at the column, you see that W. Of course,
they still showed out. Everybody in our division showed out, but us.
Everybody but us. You look at what the Giants did. They beat the Titans today. Today.
Shut down.
You look at the Commanders. New quarterback, new system. Carson Wentz won the game. Well, we have established team. We know what our downfall was, and we came out almost laid a goose egg with 3 points, Matt. It's that damn bad for this team this year. I try to be optimistic. Yeah, I try to be optimistic, but
when is enough enough?
Matt, I don't know. I mean,
because Jerry Jones, seeing Jerry Jones' face, I just want to punch him in the face.
I said that in the group chat. Like, if I was at the game, and I think it was Mike Lauro said in the group chat, wow, I hear Cowboys fans booing. You're damn right they should.
They better be.
Joey Woods just said Dak needs surgery.
Shit.
Out multiple weeks.
Dak.
Wow. Okay. Well, do we believe in Cooper Rush? I mean, he did go to Minnesota last year and win us a game. What do we do? Do we go out there and we pick up another quarterback? What do we do? What do we do? Do we bring back Will Greer as the backup to, because we
You're
definitely
going to
need
have to.
him now.
If Dak needs surgery, he's out for 4 to 6 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
probably, depending on how bad it is.
Here's a great one right here. Call Jimmy G. Why not?
Yeah, I mean Greer is that his name?
Will Greer.
I actually really liked Greer.
I like him. He's like a Dak prototype. Not the size, but he's accurate. And he likes to roll out, and he has a good deep ball too.
Yeah, and you're going to have to call him up or call Jimmy G. I'll take Jimmy G.
I would too. He's a game manager. Look what he's done with San Francisco all the years. Their defense was solid. He managed the game. He's like a Trent Dilfer for the Baltimore Ravens. He manages games. Well, we can't put the ball in Dak's hand because we've seen what he looked like tonight. It was just pathetic. Pathetic.
Right. And, maybe it I don't know. But the Cowboys. Overall, Cowboys aren't going to pick up anybody. They're going to let it ride because we are, quote-unquote, Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Everybody on Twitter right now. Breaking news: Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks Dak Prescott needs surgery for an injury to his joint above his thumb of his right hand. Speculation could possibly be 4 to 6 weeks.
Then I just call that one.
Man.
4 to 6 weeks. That leads us up to
where we're looking at probably week 7 coming back, week 8 possibly. My God, that's so bad. Rob Hefner says Cowboys will have to go outside if Dak is out for a period. Yeah, you have to. I mean, you can't trust Cooper Rush unless, just like Matt said, hey, you know what? I'm okay with it because you're not going to be established on offense. You get Gallup back, but it's going to be that bad, Matt. It's going to be that bad where we're going to look like shit. We're going to look like shit.
It's not we're going to. We already do.
Yeah, that's true. True.
It only goes up from here if we end up, up. I think we hit the bottom of the basement.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, if we hit the bottom of the basement, which we're, like there's, 9 steps out there and we're already at the bottom step and you're trying to go higher, but we know you're going to hit rock bottom next week. Do we let McCarthy go or do we let him ride out and just say, you know what, he's a scapegoat for this year? Like we said on the show, I said, if they don't make, a playoff appearance this year, which we know they're not, do we let McCarthy go or do we keep him and just say he's a scapegoat for the entire season? What do we do?
Because
Jerry's not going to do anything like that. He won't fire anyone.
Jerry's not going to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
If I was it, I would have been got rid of him already.
Yeah, I would have too. Yeah.
I think at this point, just ride it out.
I think you have to. I think he's going to be the scapegoat for the entire season, and they're going to fire him and Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
But, leading to our last – you have to, right. Leading on to our last point, Matt, before we get out of here. Remember how Jerry Jones, we did almost the whole episode where he said we are complete contenders to win the division and possibly a Super Bowl. There was one guy out there tonight, almost 100 yards, Julio Jones. Bare minimum contract. Jerry Jones says we don't need him. What did we see tonight? Julio Jones basically just shit on the Dallas secondary. 3 deep balls, a couple in routes, and
one of the catches was over
Anthony Brown.
Burnt Joe's.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And he was looking back on the ball like, my God, how are you beat by 3 yards? And he's diving for the ball, then you finally grab him. That's how bad. I don't get it, man. I don't know where to end this, but we completely here's a great one. Is Fitzpatrick retired? Shit, I'd take him. I wouldn't either. But is John Kitna out there? At least he shows heart out there. He'll give you 100%. I mean, it's that bad. It's that bad, man.
Oh.
Man, I mean, I don't know what we can talk about, until I know we're going to have a lot to talk about Wednesday, but it's going to be the same old shit. Our biggest spotlight is going to be Dak out 4 to 6 weeks. The offense sucks. What do we look like now? But if we have another quarterback out there, why can't we run the rock? Why can't we do that? We have 2 good running backs, and we didn't even use Pollard. 6 carries, 8 yards, and everything was swinging to the outside. It's bad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rely on our running game, which I don't think our running game's not bad.
It looked great in the first half. We're sitting there like, okay, well, Zeke is back. Zeke is running this rock north and south. He looks great. He was hitting the holes and he was trying to hit contact. But Joey says, I know a team in this division has a must-have guy sitting on the bench. Would you take Gardner Minshew?
Possibly.
Possibly. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I mean, you know what? We say it, but we got to give Cooper Rush a shot. He's been with the team. He knows the system.
Right, and
But
that's what's going to happen. They're gonna bring Greer up from the practice squad.
mhm.
You're going to get Cooper Rush to start. If Cooper Rush doesn't do well by the first half, Greer's going to come in and hopefully help us out. But I mean, it doesn't help us. We still don't have a wide receiver core.
We don't. And you know what? Honestly, if Cooper Rush is starting next week, and I'm the trainer or the coach out there, and I know McCarthy's an idiot, I'm telling Gallup, sit out. Wait till you're 100%, 100%, because we don't need you this week.
It's definitely not worth it.
It's not worth it. Exactly. It's not worth it. We don't need you, right? We need you, but hey, you know what? Maybe we can make a run somewhere out there where, Kellen Moore will flip the switch in his head somehow. But I don't think that's going to happen either. I really don't.
Yeah.
So, Matt, I really don't have anything else to say. I mean, we just wanted to hop on here and, vent a little bit out there. So,
terrible performance.
Cowboy Nation, I know it's going to be a long year out there. We'll be here every Wednesday night doing what we can, but there's only so much we can stay positive.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I feel like this is every fucking year.
Matt, you know how we talk about in preseason, have we done enough? And we try to make our own self believe, like, okay, we've done it. We've done enough. We've got the team. Dak looks great. We talk about Eagles fans drinking that Schuylkill water, drinking the Kool-Aid down there. But every year when we hear it, there you go.
They need to drink smart water.
Exactly. But like we talk about it, and I think we bite into the own system where Dak looks great, our offense looks great. We're seeing Pollard and Zeke in the backfield, toting the rock together and split backfields. Yep. And it's every freaking year we get into a game and we're like, what the hell did we see in OTAs? What did we see on the practice team? What did we see? It's nothing like what we see. It's a 180. And it seems just like you said, every fucking year, no matter what. On paper, you could be great. You could have the best team. But on the field, it starts with Mike McCarthy setting that bullshit mojo, as he said. It's complete an embarrassment, man. Complete. Under 250 yards total offense tonight for one of the most high-powered offenses last year.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's bad.
We went from one of the best to the worst.
Yeah, by the look of this, I mean, that last place in the division looks pretty damn good right now, and that's actually even trying right now with the team we have.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Yo, right? If you're, you got the scores with you? What we predicted? Who was the?
I didn't even look at it, Matt. I think we were both up Cowboys like 21, 20-ish in the 20 range. But my God, 3 points. I think I was
like 21-7 or something.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit higher than you. Yeah. I think you were low. I think I was in like 29, 21 in that multiple range there. But God, 3 points. 3 points. Yep. But before we get out here, there's Linda out there. Linda, how you doing, hon? This is a vent party right now. We're about to get off because the Cowboys, we have 2 words. Cowboys suck. That's all I'm saying.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean.
When we think you had a chance, you think Tom Brady's out of his, groove because he has wife problems and.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is at 40 years old, or what is he, 45 right now? 45, right?
Yeah.
He has a more accurate arm than I've seen from 90% of these quarterbacks out there. Like I said in the group chat, this guy's throwing darts out there at 45 years old, and he don't move. He's mobile. He's not mobile. He's a pocket quarterback who doesn't move, and he's getting pressure in his face, and he's still throwing darts. It's embarrassing, Matt.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah. But, Matt, you know what? We won't even put the final thoughts up there, but if you want to say anything real quick, before we get out of here, what do you want to say? It's not probably going to sound good, but go ahead.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, Matt, I'm just going to carry on what you said, but I'm going to add one word to that. Like I said in the group chat, enough is fucking enough. That's all I got.
We're the laughing stock right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Every team in the NFL is looking at us like, even if they lost today, Cowboys have no chance.
it's that bad. It's that bad. Like, you know what? You're
Dead
the
in the
Jets
water.
out there. You're the Browns out there. Whoever you want to say. You know, the worst teams out there. The Houston Texans. Shit. At least they went to the last second with the Colts.
Right.
And what were they last year? 3-14.
Mm-hmm.
3-14, and you take the Colts, a division, second in division, to the limit. We're the laughing stock.
And
Rob says,
they
yeah,
end up tying, right?
Tom Brady can still produce. What's that?
I said they end up tying.
Yeah,
Indian,
exactly. They tied it. Yep, they took them down to the last second. But Linda, dude, they kept it going to weak spots, not the stronger spots. Well, they abandoned the run, number one, when something's working. You know, if you're out there and you have something working, you bleed the well. You bleed it. You know, you do that. But not Dallas. We went from a looking good first, quarter offense, running the rock, to abandon that shit and let's just throw the ball a little bit when Dak's totally off his worst game of his life. But
yeah.
Matt, are you ready to get out of here, man? Because I'm not even going to put the shows up here for the week. We're just going to get out of here.
I might not even sleep tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, after these drinks right here, I don't think I'm going to go to either. If you don't see me Wednesday night, you just make sure you call me or text Katie because I might be in, Alcoholics Anonymous by then. But I gave it to week. Yeah, I gave it to week like 10, but my ass might check in there tonight. I don't even know, so we'll see, man. But hey, listen, we will see you guys Wednesday night, 9:30. Them 215 boys with myself, Paul Spencer, and the TOP Tower of Power, Matt Klein. As you guys know, we keep it real. So we just want to give you, hey, we ain't fake frauds out there. We're going to tell you how it is. Enough is enough. We suck. We already heard it. We know it. So we'll see you next Wednesday night, 9:30. Them 215 boys and out of the box. We will talk to you next week. Everybody, have a great night because our night is screwed.